Alex joined Pompey, I think, in 1949, and he went on to make 350 league appearances for the club over a sort of about a 17 or 18 year period, which was a fantastic achievement, and he deservedly got a testimonial at the end of his career. And that sometimes happens, doesn't it, where a player doesn't quite establish themselves, or it takes a bit of time to do it. But in the end, he was a loyal servant for the club. 350 league game tells its own story.
His name has come up on previous occasions, and he hasn't got in, but as a committee we decided this time was about time Alex got in. I mean, his Pompey career was up there with the late great Jimmy Dickinson. Come to the club as a really young boy, 15-year-old kid, come down from the north of Scotland. Must have been really tough for him to leave his family at such an early age and come all the way to the south. But he stuck with it, and he joined the club in 1949 and retired in 1967. What a career.
Yeah, Alec Wilson was a gentleman. He was a good fullback though. He was one of those players that could play on the left side and the right side because he was that good. He was quick. He was one of those players that he could play today. When we play wing backs, Alec could do that because he could get down the line either side, getting good crosses, good defender. And not only that, he was a gentleman, and I remember him well because I played, when I first made my debut, he was in the side, and I played about 17 times in the First Division, which is now the Premiership. So to play in the First Division in those days, you had to be a good player. Not only that, he was a Scottish international.
Back in that day, a defender, i.e. a fullback, wouldn't come past the halfway line. They were a defender, they never came up for corners, but Alex was different, he would come forward.
Probably best famed for scoring a goal at Northampton in '64, which was Jimmy Dickinson's last game. Kept Pompey up.
It was his last game. He decided he was going to retire after that game. He was 40 years old, believe it or not.
And on that day, two things needed to happen. Pompey needed to get a good result, a positive result, but also our rivals for the relegation spot, Swindon, had to lose their last game of the season, which was at Southampton. So that afternoon, every single Pompey fan was a Saints fan, and Saints did their bit. They kind of beat Swindon 2-1, and then that evening we played at Northampton, and Pompey being Pompey, we were kind of 1-0 down, I think, after 20 minutes. 5 minutes to go, Jimmy Dickinson's career is ending on an ignominious note, and who should pop up? Alex Wilson.
It was quite ironic that he did score that goal in Jimmy Dickinson's last game, because they were probably, the two lads that stayed there over decades.
I was told by Cliff Portwood, God bless him, he's passed away, that he got the final touch. But in the record books, it's down for Wilson, so we'll stick with that.
Like many ones went hit the referee and win, and I said that was my goal.
I think Jimmy Dickinson has certainly got a lot to thank Alex Wilson for.
He thoroughly deserves the award.